Hello guys, welcome back to another lovely trading video. In this one we're going to be doing some in-depth stock analysis on ROKU and where we see it going. So as always we will start off on a clean daily chart to see is there any gaps that need to be filled, because the majority of gaps do get filled, so we like to find the obvious ones because they can be good areas to be locking in our profits. And straight off the bat, the majority of the gaps have been filled. We do have one still kind of this 276, 275 area. But apart from that, there's no really obvious gaps that we'll be looking to trade. So I guess as well to the downside, you could always kind of use this 203 level. But really the only one we're looking at is at 275 because we are looking more long bias on ROKU at the moment. Now we will go on to the standard deviation charts so we can start seeing where our low risk longs and where we'd be locking in profits if you're already long, and if you are looking to get short, probably the best levels to be getting short. So what we'll be able to see with ROKU is it was up 8% or closed up 8% on Friday. Now, this is one we had done an analysis video on I think a week or two back when it did come into our low risk long areas and did something we did get long, and you did see it did this massive, we were in as well, we did the analysis video before that 18% jump and we were in for that move. And then you can see it did pull back from there, which was quite annoying because it unfortunately missed our price target by about $10 or so. But it has recently pulled back, but looks like it's going to continue its uptrend and try and push back to that statistical mean. So really right now, that is our target. We have a main target of these kind of three levels, the main one being 270 because that's statistical mean on the 4 hour. Once we come into this level, we will close out the trade completely, at least I personally will. Reason for that is once you come to this level, you're more gambling on which way it's going to go. When a stock, say at the first or second deviation, you know it's going to try and push to that statistical mean, so that's the direction you trade in. However, once you come into that statistical mean, it's really got no forced direction to go because it's not trying to get anywhere. So usually then it's more down to a news catalyst on which direction it will go or just random luck. So that's why we lock in profits when we come in statistical mean. Now, if you were looking to get long, where would you be getting long at? Really, right now, we are still considered somewhat of a low risk long because at 229, we have our first deviation on the daily. So if you're buying that level below, you are considered a low risk long. And the other first deviation is around 210. So that area is what we consider our low risk long. We are a bit above that now, so you can either wait for it to pull back if you're looking to get long, or kind of just wait it out to see what happens. But that is kind of where we consider our low risk long, or you could kind of be chasing the trade if you're looking to get in now. Then if it does for some reason continue lower, we then do have low risk longs at 170 and 150. And on the very low end, $90 and 108. So again, wherever you're buying, you can use any of these deviations as an area to lock in profits or move your stops. And by that, I mean, for example, when we bought this at 210, we then know our main target is 270. However, if you're buying down at say the 170 to 150, you can use these first deviations as areas to lock in profits and or just put a stop in, like move up your stop to at least break even so it won't turn into a losing trade. So you can use your deviations in that way as well. Now, as you can see, the deviations on both the 180-day and yearly chart or daily chart are both facing downwards, and what this does tell us then is ROKU has been kind of more of a downtrending stock in the past 180 days and a year. So this does mean you take added risk when you're going long because you are trading against the overall long-term trend. So that's one thing to take into account when taking ROKU long at this moment. But it does mean if ROKU does kind of continue this kind of upwards push that he's going through now, then once we come into kind of the 330 level, the 350 level, which will be the first deviation of both the 4 hour and the daily, once we come into this level, then you could consider these low risk shorts. We tend to focus more on the longs just because they do tend to have better probabilities and more people are long biased. But once ROKU does come into this 330 and 350 levels, we would consider them low risk short. So if you're looking to get short, that's kind of our beginning area where we would look to actually start taking a short position. And then again, if you're looking to short at high levels, we then do have the deviations going up. And as we do consider these short targets or areas where we'd be looking to short. You can also use these as profit targets. If you are long and you want to hold in past statistical mean, then all of these deviations to the upside you can use as areas to be locking in profits. So I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on ROKU. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one, and that's it. Peace.